sa House, pero ang laki ng budget cut dun sa OVP. Where does it stand here in the Senate? Ibabalik niyo ba yung na-cut or nabawas na budget sa OVP, sir?
We'll wait. Who's handling the OVP budget? Is it
Senator Poe.
Senator Poe? We'll wait for the decision of Senator Poe on what her plan of action will be. So we have several colleagues that already said that they want to increase the budget allocation. I think it's Senator Joel Villanueva and Senator Jingo Estrada. So we'll just wait for the final outcome and we'll be discussing it on the floor. It's too premature at this point in time to say what should happen and what will happen.
Pero sir, sa inyo sir, will you move na ma-increase? Kasi anyway, umattend naman si VP dito sa House kasi sir, mukhang yun yung contention nila, hindi siya uma-attend doon sa mga
In
budget.
fairness, dito nag-attend po siya and she answered questions raised by some of our senators. She was very engaging with the senators, so walang problema. Kaya, so hintayin ko lang yung decision ni... I think the appetite though amongst the senators is to increase her budget a bit. Yun yung sa usap-usapan sa lounge.
Increase from...
The appetite is of the senators. I'm not saying me. I'm saying the discussions on the lounge is to increase ng konti yung budget ng OVP.
So yung 2 point something billion, dagdagan pa?
Increase from net o yung ibabalik nyo lang?
Hindi. Yung 700 million na yung 700 million na in-approve ng House, darating sa amin yan 700 million eh. 700 million. So yung appetite ng ibang senador dito sa Senado is dagdagan pa ng konti.
By how much?
Wala pa. Ay, hindi ko masabi yun. Yan ang usap-usapin lang nandun. Hindi ko nakausap. And the best person to ask there is the chairperson of her or the chairperson of the Finance Committee, which is Senator Grace Poe.
So sir, ang mangyayari niyan, pagdating sa BICAM na lang, aayusin kung magkaiba yung...
Magkakaroon ng difference sa BICAM so difference of opinion. Again, the best person to answer that is Senator Grace Poe.
So dapat ba umattend dito si VP para hindi magkaroon ng katulad ng issue like sa House? Di ba sa pag-plenary, umattend?
I think she'll attend here. I think she'll
Dito
attend
sa
here.
Senate.
I think.
Mas...
Of course, I don't want to guess anything. Baka she won't attend. Pagalitan niyo ako na hindi pala nag-attend. Ako na, I think she might attend here. Yeah, last year she was here. But we'll see.
Sir, enough na basis ba para ipanawagan na mag-step down sa position si BP yung hindi niya pag-attend sa House?
Hindi naman tama siguro yan. I think it's her prerogative. She was selected by 31 million Filipinos. You know, as she said, she will respect the decision of Congress on her budget. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that.
Okay, any more question? No more?
Thank you,
Gutom na
guys. Gutom na sila. Gutom din ako. Hindi pa ako nagbe-breakfast.
Gusto namin,
May
sir,
fasting ako,
makapunta
fasting.
sa mga sinasabi mo magandang...
Dati ay ngayon kawani ng gobyerno. So parang sila na mismo nagsasabi na huwag tayong magkagulo dito dahil mapapahiya tayo sa taong bayan at sa buong Pilipinas. They take it upon themselves. No? May ano na sila, may stake na sila. They're now part of the solution, not part of the problem. Kaya yung dating siguro yung dating mga armed elements ay ngayon sila na po ay member ng PNP, member ng AFP, sila ay member ng BARM government, nasa BGMP na po sila. So, napakaganda ng kalalabasan. If you notice, we have not had, and knock on wood, I don't want to jinx it, but we have not had any major incidents since the passage of the BARM law. Except siguro yung Marawi bombing, yung nasa MSU. Pero yung talagang extremist militant yun na galing pa sa abroad yata yung training nun at yung kasama dun sa pagsabog nun. But that was the only time, yung sa simbahan sa MSU. Other than that, there's been no major incursions, there have been no major clashes, except siguro paghahabol nila dun sa BFF, which even now, di ba, medyo tahimik na rin yung BFF kasi nag-reach out po yung MILF na peace panel sa kanila na magsama na lang tayo lahat. Anyway, the national government has given us this kind of autonomy that they can be proud of. By the way, I'm happy to say, in all my official visits, pumunta po ako sa speaker ng Parliament ng Great Britain, sa France, National Assembly, even the European Parliament, ang pinupuri po nila ang Bangsamoro Autonomous Region of Muslim Mindanao. It has become a case, a successful case study for many countries who have this type of extremism, na separatist movement. Talagang unang-unang agenda, pasalamat sila na tinuloy po natin. Pasalamat sila sa akin. Nag-author po tayo, nag-sponsor. And that it's now being a case study for many other places for them to be able to succeed in the peace process.
So, you're hoping eventually magiging tourist destination na po itong mga probinsya under BARM.
Alam mo, Ate Sally, we've been to a lot of places in the country for election purposes. Alam nyo, ang pinakamagandang beach area ang BARM. Ang mga beach sa Tawi-Tawi, pati sa Sulu, pink yung sand.
Pink, hindi white. Pink.
Hindi white, medyo light pink
Mauve.
na sand. Kasi may mga shells, I think there's shells there that are pinkish na shells na nagiging fine powder pink. Ang gaganda. Yung Bonggao ng Tawi-Tawi, if you've never been to Bonggao, it is like Tahiti or the yung mga islands sa Micronesia. Ang ganda-ganda. So, if you're looking for like tourist havens, basta may kapayapaan, BARM is the place to go. And of course, agriculture. The best place to plant bananas, pineapples, corn, and different kinds of high-value crops is BARM. Diyan lang ako nakakita sa Maguindanao, sa Lanao Sur, na tens of thousands of hectares na napaka-fertile ng soil, napakaganda ng napakataba ng lupa. Bilang isang licensed agriculturist, I would say that it was one of the best areas to promote agriculture.
Pero sir, mako-cover ba yung BARM dun sa sinusulong nyo na establishment ng cabinet cluster focus dun sa mga issues sa tourism industry or hindi?
Di, kasama po.
Kasama din
kasama
yun.
po yan. Kasi dun sa BARM, sa BOL, nailagay po natin ang mga programs of national government, hindi dapat mawawala din sa BARM. So for example, ang TUPAD, AIX, hindi dapat mawala sa BARM yun. So whoever heads the BARM, whoever chief minister they have, it's still going to be part and parcel of the programs of national government. So kung may tourism roadmap po tayo, kasama po yung BARM. Kasama po yung BARM.
So sir, anong open ba yung Malacanang to create a cabinet
Yes,
cluster?
ang balita sa akin ni DBM Secretary Mina at Senator Ralph, when I followed up with them, the President's very open to it. So actually, mamaya pupunta po ako sa Malacanang sa signing ng ating Agricultural Smuggling, Anti-Smuggling Act. So I'll bubulong ko ulit kay Presidente na kung pwede mag-conduct po siya ng cabinet cluster for tourism. Sayang eh. That's a low-lying fruit. Kasi, papakita ko sa'yo, really quick,
Apa.
yung tourism, napakaliit ng ano niya sa GDP. Ang, I think less than 4% ang contribution sa GDP. Where in other countries like Thailand, Malaysia,
Mataas.
Indonesia, like Bali, mataas po, double digits yung contribution ng tourism sa GDP growth rate ng bansa. So,
Sayang.
sayang. I think we're all less than 5%. Less than 5%.
Okay, other issue? Ano nga po?
John Ordonez from Business World.
Hi, John.
Sir, this is concerning the South Korean Free Trade Agreement.
Oh, yes.
And sir, since South Korea wants to expand more of its car manufacturers in the Philippines with the agreement, since it would remove 5% of its import duties on these cars, how can the Philippines leverage this FTA with the Create More to attract more foreign investors?
Well, the free trade agreement which we ratified this week, na-ratify na po yan. We had unanimous consent for this. Will pave the way for more trade between Korea and the Philippines. Parang JEPEPA po yan. Magiging mas mura yung mga Korean goods, but at the same time, magiging mas accessible yung agricultural products natin dun sa Korea. That was one of the first items on the agenda in the discussions of the trade talks with Korea, na makakapasok yung mga pinya, bananas, mangoes, agricultural products also directly into Korea with less tariffs and less protectionist measures of the Korean government. So, malaga po yan. And of course, we can now do more trade in terms of manufacturing of furniture, yung mga uniquely Filipino, mga tatak Filipino products dun sa Korea. It will also now open the way, open or pave the way for Korean companies to come into the Philippines to set up shop. Easier for the Korean businessmen also to get business visas under this trade agreement. So it will mean more jobs. Talagang walang talo ang free trade agreement natin sa Korea. Ang tinutulak na lang natin na yun ang European Union. So EU trade agreement, free trade agreement, and many others. No? We're trying to also get a preferential trade agreement with the United States. Na as of now, wala pa. So on the Create More, I'm happy to announce, because of the Create More discussions, it bore fruit already. Ang dami na pong Japanese companies na papasok sa atin, yung mga Japanese companies na nandito na, that were here, that wanted to relocate. For example, Itochu, who owns Dole Philippines, that actually employs 50,000 Filipinos, because of our amendment that as long as you are an export-oriented company in the Philippines, that does not need to be located in an IPA, which is like for example Clark, Subic, Apeco, CESA, at nasa labas po kayo katulad ng Del Monte, Dole, and other companies, you will be also subject to the same, almost the same, no? Rules and regulations and benefits and I'm looking for the word mga incentives that are given to the ones located in the IPAs. So, because of that, hindi na alis ang Itochu. We had a lunch, binuot nila ako sa Japanese lunch last week. Tuwang-tuwa po sila. And they said that they are so happy that they want to expand. So, kaya nakikiusap siya sa akin sa Bukidnon, kung pwede ba na daw sila mag-expand. Tatayo daw sila ng planta. It's a box, box plant, yung boxing, yung crate plant, paggawa po ng mga crates and boxes nila. Which before, dahil nga walang amendment sa crate law, problematic sila dahil charge sila ng VAT for the packaging. But because of this new crate law, now they can produce the packaging here instead of importing it. Imagine, it makes no sense. Dahil sa dating regime, before the crate law was passed, the new Create More, for example, exporter ka, my dear, nag-export ka ng glasses. Yung lalagyan ng glasses niyan, local. Local. China-charge local packaging. Icha-charge ng BIR yung local packaging. Nai-export mo na naman. So, hindi naman yan local consumption. Ang sabi ng BIR, di mag-apply ka ng VAT refund. Yung BIR naman, di naman namimigay ng refund yun. Kasi mawawala yung collection nila. Ang ginagawa nila, eventually, sinasabihan nila yung mga exporters, take us to court. So, yung Itochu, for example, Dole Philippines, they have 5 billion pesos pending on the CTA, Court of Tax Appeals. Kaya parang, imagine, they lost 5 billion in revenue. So talagang nainip sila, gusto na nilang umalis. So under this new law, yung manufacturer niyan, cover ng iyong eyeglasses ay now VAT-free. Basta i-export mo yan. No need of refund. So nabuhay muli yung export industries dito sa ating bansa with the Create More provisions. And I'm very happy and proud of our contribution, and also remember that I was the one who was pushing for this as SP. I gave a speech on the podium na yung mga Japanese exporters are complaining. When we went to Japan to meet Prime Minister Kishida, yan dan ng bungkang bibig niya na may problema yung mga Japanese exporters dito sa Pilipinas at natatakot siya ay umalis sila. And when he came here in his speech, he also mentioned that he was very appreciative of the fact that we are trying to solve that problem with the Create More bill. So I'm very proud and honored to have been part of that journey, and I'm proud of also of our sponsor, Senator Sherwin Gatchalian, who's a member of our group. So, John. Yes, John.
Follow-up question. Sir, the Senate recently passed the VAT refund for tourists bill as well. And Senator Coco opposed this measure. So what do you think the government should do to attract more tourists after this passage?
Actually, I'm very much in favor of that. Kasi lahat ng umiikot sa buong mundo, mga katulad nyo, magbabakasyon po kayo sa Japan, I'm sure